epic grand march inside the palace for the individual wrestling finals. Start with the heavyweights, Division 1. 5th-ranked Parker Tillman of Grand Rapids Forest Central in green, battling Detroit Catholic Central's Bob Coe. Fight to the finish. End of the 3rd period. Number 1 ranked Coe gets Tillman with the snap down and go behind. Bob wins his first individual title. Staying with the heavyweights in Division 3, 4th-ranked John Morogan from Dundee taking on Josh Capon from Ithaca. The senior Morogan in blue, searching for his first individual championship. Here, Morogan applies the underhook and drives through for 2. John walks away your state champ in Division 3. Back to D1 and the 130-pounders. Here's a rare matchup. Teammates from the same school going at it. Both repping Heartland. Austin Eicher toe-to-toe with Jacob Goriel. The junior Eicher in control. Here with the reshot to a knee pick, he would go on to win his first individual gold. 2 weeks ago, Davison and Detroit Catholic Central battled it out in the team wrestling finals. Another tilt here at 135. Catholic Central's Ken Baden White going for his 3rd individual state crown against Matt Miller. Jump into overtime, tied at 3. Miller gets called for illegal pulling of the headgear, and Bade wins on the technical violation. Bade's teammate Malik Amin going for gold at 140, matched up against Eric Rybars from Anchor Bay. The junior Amin, runner-up a year ago, won't happen this year. Malik steps over, elevates the leg for a reversal. He would go on to victory. Next to 152, we had Nick Vandermeer in white going for his first individual state title against Jordan Atienza from Livonia Franklin. The senior Vandermeer in white dictating the action early. Later, Atienza with the inside trip, but Vandermeer fights off his back and rolls through for the pin. That's a memory for a lifetime. Later to 171, Detroit Catholic Central junior Drew Garcia going for his 2nd straight individual championship. Standing in his way, Heartland's Mitchell Thomas. Garcia in cruise control, the underhook for a single and covers the legs for the takedown. Garcia finishes the season undefeated. And finally, to 189, a pair of OAA schools going at it. Number 1 ranked Schwan Shadeda of Rochester in blue versus Clarkston Chris Calvano. And this was close throughout, but it's the junior Shadeda out of the scramble and scores the body lock on the edge. All hugs as he takes home the individual state title. Congratulations to all of our state champs.
How bad do you want it? Give it your all.
We head to the Deltaplex now in Grand Rapids for the competitive cheerleading state finals. 22 of the 32 teams were in the finals last year. We begin in Division 1. Southgate Anderson looking for their 2nd straight championship. Here are the Titans in the compulsory round. Ranked 3rd in the state coming in, the Titans' ultimate advantage here, a large group of returning junior champions. Strong routine in the studs. Special shout out to the Titans student section. Southgate Anderson gets by Heartland and does it again. Back-to-back state champ. Next to Division 2, another downriver powerhouse, Gibraltar Carlson going for a 3-peat. The Marauders had won all but 2 competitions this season. Jumping out in the compulsory's a big reason why. The team rallied around injured All-Stater Annie Hajek and sealed their fate in the stunt round. Carlson does it again. They beat Divine Child and are state champs for the 5th time in the last 6 years. Finally to Division 3, the Richmond Blue Devils searching for a sweet repeat. The Blue Water Area Conference champs killing it in the compulsories. Runners-up in 2011, last year's first ever title, and this sizzling performance in the stunt round left no doubt. The Blue Devils belong.
Let's go!
Richmond edges Notre Dame Prep to become the first Division III team to repeat as state champs. We go all the way to Muskegon now. Northway Lanes played host to the Division I Team Bowling State Championships. We'll start with the fellas, the Salem Rocks against the Hawks of Saginaw Heritage. Finalists, 3 of the last 5 years. Let's get it started with some sweet shooting from the 10th ranked Rocks. Kevin Williams, the perfect stroke. Salem on the board early. More Salem. Brandon Allison kept the good times rolling. The sweet lefty release. That's another strike. Rocks kept rocking. This time, Stephen Caldwell getting in on the act. The calculated approach. He'll get the friendly roll. Salem asserting their dominance in this one. But the Hawks beat out the hometown favorites Muskegon Mona Shores to get here. Jeremy Berger shows exactly why. A little extra force behind that one. Saginaw Heritage trying to hang in. Salem squeaked by Roseville in the quarters and handled Jackson in the semis. And Fuego here. Tyler Schneider with this beautiful hook shot to help put the game almost out of reach. Caldwell shot an impressive .213 in the final game. The final dagger, that's money. The Rocks could celebrate. The Salem boys take the title by over 100 pins. First team bowling state title in school history. On to the girls now. The final matchup saw the Vikings of Walled Lake Central up against the defending champs, the Lady Keglers from Davison. Getting things started with the picture-perfect form, Davison's Kaylee Tubbs. Cardinals up early. Vikings trying to keep pace. Sarah Holberman with terrific aim. Walled Lake Central keeps themselves within range, but Davison proved to be too much. The Lady Cardinals make it a sweet repeat. Next to girls basketball and a whale of a Class A regional final out in Novi. Farmington Hills Harrison taking on the Dreadnoughts from Dexter. And this one, let's just say we'll have some staying power on YouTube. Harrison hoping for the school's first ever regional title in girls basketball. On fire in the first half, just one senior on this roster, the freshman stepping up. Amber Stevens knocking down the distant triple. Hawks led 24-12 at the half. Harrison would extend its lead. Another 9th grader, Kristen Nelson, driving the baseline and the bucket. Future looks bright for the Hawks. They led as much as 30-12 early in the third. 21-3 coming in. Dexter's hopes of delivering its first regional crown in 15 years looked bleak, but they dug in and chipped away. Mackenzie's Vera inside to Catherine Pisano, who hits the turnaround jumper. We had a game now. Dreads down just 33-25 into the fourth. Under a minute to go in regulation. Dreadnoughts down 34-32. Sphera will stop and pop the hoop and the harm. Dexter finished the second half on a 24-4 run. Game tied at 34 as we headed into overtime. 15 seconds left now. Harrison working the clock and trying to set up the game-winning shot. But Dexter freshman Taylor Olson with the steal. She will cross the timeline and outlet to Riley McDonald. The senior launches one, and there it is. Magic. Dexter wins 37-34, first regional title in school history at the Class A level.